MegaPodTastic.
Take them beans!
No, we've been starving. We didn't get to eat anything today. God. Gross. Freaking idiot.
So I was watching the Disney After Hours, and you're never going to believe what was on Disney After Hours.
What? What could it have been?
Mary Poppins, Pete's Dragon.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's it. Oh, we're on?
Oh, we're live.
Maury. Good.
You got to give us the signal.
Yeah, we need the signal, Maury. Good morning, MegaPodlinks. I'm Krazy Joe.
And I'm Dave.
And these are Lunchboxes.
And we are the Lunchbox Bunch.
We are the Lunchbox Bunch.
Yes, not to be confused with any other show that talks about metal lunchboxes.
It's the story of a guy named Joe who met a dude named Dave, and they liked lunchboxes.
Here we are now with our metal lunchboxes.
That's the way we all became the Lunchbox Bunch.
The Lunchbox Bunch. Ooh, the Lunchbox Bunch. Ooh. What do we got today? Got some more Disney.
We do. Disney. These are those Disney films of the 70s.
Where they like to mix
the live action
with
animation.
animation together. That was a thing.
Yeah.
That was a thing they liked to do.
Yeah, and then
sometimes it worked.
Then years later, they did it again with Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and laughed all the way to the bank. So
this was these were probably two of the bigger ones from the 70s that Disney pulled off with the mixing the humans with the animation. I mean, they've done it before in the past.
Right.
But,
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins, very popular, yes. But this one, we have Bedknobs and Broomsticks and
Angela Lansbury.
Yep. And the Pete's Dragon.
Yeah, no, I like both these movies. I enjoy them both. But Bedknobs and Broomsticks, I mean, that was always kind of like the wannabe Mary Poppins. The like, hey, Mary Poppins was a hit. We need to do Mary Poppins again.
Dig back into that well.
Right.
Yep. Instead of just doing another sequel to Mary Poppins.
Right.
Who would have thought that would have worked?
Yeah. Did it work? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it really.
I mean, it wasn't a huge hit.
It wasn't. I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was okay. Yeah, it was a little too much of this, more of the same, but it was not bad.
What are you gonna get?
It wasn't embarrassing.
No,
They didn't embarrass
It
themselves.
wasn't embarrassing. No.
Anyway.
No.
But
and they made a remake of Pete's Dragon, which was pretty.
Yeah. The remake. Well, the remake of Pete's Dragon was radically different. Like, it was more like E.T.
He was just a hardcore alcoholic. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, and it was like Game of Thrones style dragon, like going around pillaging and destroying.
He was like Daenerys, and he would just Elliot would be like,
yeah,
Pete would be like Daenerys, Dracarys. That was it. That was it. Dracarys. That's not Daenerys. That was her name. I know my stuff.
Right. I don't.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, so I like these movies. Should we start with this is the older one. Should we start with Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
1972 Aladdin Corporation, which means, what does that mean, kids?
It means that years later, Disney would make a movie about Aladdin as well.
That's true. But I was looking for the, we need like a little thing that like flashes the word.
We need Tony Danza. We need Tony and Danza to come in.
I want that. I want like embossed. Bing, bing, bing. And then you got to do that. But
see, I want like Tony Danza and Judith Light to come in and be like, "Who's the embossed? Hey, Angela. Who's the embossed?"
That stinks.
Yeah.
That's bad. That stinks.
Yeah, well, the show wasn't good either.
Oh. Jonathan.
They never made a Who's the Boss lunchbox.
No.
Nope.
A lot of the sitcoms, I'm surprised, did not get lunchboxes, For as popular as they were in the time period that they were out, a lot of them did not get lunchboxes.
Right. But Happy Days did. Mork and Mindy did. Basically, if Gary Marshall created it, you got a lunchbox.
Welcome Back, Kotter.
Welcome Back, Kotter. Yeah, there was no taxi. You didn't have a taxi lunchbox.
No.
You couldn't be like, "Hey, who's on your lunchbox?" Oh, that's Louis De Palma.
There was no Laverne and Shirley.
No, there wasn't.
No, but they were very popular shows.
Yeah. Kids would have taken that.
I would have taken that.
Yeah.
Different Strokes.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh, that would have been awesome.
Have the bike man on it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Bedknobs.
We're getting off our Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
We're getting excited for lunchboxes. This is what happens.
Yes, this is like, what's over there?
I don't know. I was looking. I was looking to see if you had any sitcom lunchboxes lined up. You don't.
No. I don't think I have any sitcom lunchboxes.
I don't know. I was wishing you had one with like, I don't know, some like 70s TV stars like Haywood Nelson.
There's like a huge warehouse of lunchboxes.
Yeah.
Over there. It's like a cinema sickness, like rows and rows of lunchboxes.
It really is
over there.
It really is.
We're not going to show you that, but it's. Just,
I think we've done like almost every one on that shelf there. Looking at it, I see Care Bear Cousins. We did those.
two on there we haven't done.
Yeah, we
still
have
two.
Yeah,
one of my personal favorites.
They're coming up. You're gonna get them.
You're gonna get them.
You're gonna get them. We're gonna be the ones. We're gonna be the ones to give them to you.
Anyway, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. So we got what's on the front here?
We have. Well, that looks nothing like Angela Lansbury. Let's just start right there.
No,
that looks absolutely nothing like Angela Lansbury. But it's the Angela Lansbury character on the bed with the
illustrations.
kids.
The illustrations are great.
Under the sea, when they sang the song like "We're bobbing along the beautiful briny sea" or something like that. It's something like that. I'm paraphrasing the song. I don't really remember.
Sued, so it's probably better you don't, because if you actually sang it correctly, then we could get a lawsuit.
But I'm more close than I should be.
One bad apple spoils the whole dang bunch.
You knew that. I didn't know
you got them on their bed,
right,
with their broomsticks, and they're swimming along with Mr. Fish.
Yep.
Yeah, and then on the back you got
the incredible Mr. Limpet.
Mr. Limpet. Yeah, you got these animals playing some kind of sporting event. What is that? What do you think that is? Playing a little football or soccer. What do you call that? What do you call it?
Well, in England, I think that would be soccer.
Soccer.
Or I mean, football.
Yeah, footy football.
Right.
Right on the back there, and then on the sides you got more Angela Lansbury than you can handle on a bed again. Yeah. And then you got a lot of our
viewers have dreamed about getting Angela Lansbury on a bed. I think. I'm not speaking out of turn here when I say that.
And then you got Angela Lansbury on a broomstick.
Yep.
Getting chased by some knights. It's exciting. I like the illustrations of this one. Has some really nice illustrations.
I always liked. I like this guy. Where is he? The bear. I like this bear. He's the bear who he fished them out of the ocean and said, "No peopling allowed."
Yeah, I almost feel like this might have been recycled animation, test animations and stuff like that for Robin Hood and Jungle Book again, because they used to do that a lot. They did that with. Wasn't that like a thing? Like Robin Hood came out?
Yeah, Robin Hood, like as a Little John and Baloo were like the same character.
Yeah, but this bear kind of looks like that too, doesn't he? And then that king looks like...
The king is very Prince Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I don't know. Tell me. Leave a comment down below. We want to know. So, but it's exciting. And then you got the fish on the top again.
Right.
Boop, and then on the bottom, look at that. There's like... Did we ever do that with the knights?
Yeah, I think we did that. They're on the broomstick.
Chasing. Yeah. It's exciting. It's an exciting lunchbox, though.
It is exciting.
I remember when we got this one. This was one of those ones at the flea market. Same day as the Lidsville one.
I got both of these. Sniped it away from me.
I flew in there on my broomstick.
Yeah.
And whacked him over the head with a bed knob.
Yeah.
And got this lunchbox. Yep.
But I got back at you. I poured sugar in your gas tank that day.
He did. Rotten human being he is. So this is an exciting one. Let's look at the inside.
Yeah, is there a name in there?
I don't know. We're going to find out. No name. A bit of a weird odor, though. Check that.
Ooh.
It smells like Angela Lansbury.
It does.
Murder, She Wrote. Look at that.
Angela Lansbury was in the Mary Poppins sequel.
She was.
What if she was the same character? What if she was her character from Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
I didn't even think of that.
Oh,
that's a weird kind of connection.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember this movie very well. You seem to remember it more than I do.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah,
I remember it.
Yeah.
I watched it just a few years ago with Jackie. Jackie likes it, so yeah. Then we got Pete's Dragon.
Pete's Dragon.
Yeah,
it's a little boy named Pete who had an imaginary dragon named
Elliot.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Elliot was his name. Yes. Pretty cool looking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. Again, it kind of mixes. This has a weird kind of look to it, though, too, because it was like, when they, the movie is like live action with this animated dragon, but then on the lunchbox they got to do a painting, but they're trying to make it look like he's real and the dragon is drawn, right? I guess is that.
I guess.
They did a pretty good job on that. It's a cool looking.
Yeah. They did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a good job. Yeah. And then on the back, we got Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney, yes. By the lighthouse.
Yeah. And Helen Reddy. And, yeah.
1978, this episode. 1978, Aladdin Corporation. Yeah. No. What do we got? We got on the sides, we got some...
See, I was very, very young in 1978. I was very young, so I don't remember.
Gnarly looking people.
Was this movie a big hit? Because it always seemed to be like one of those ones
Maybe
that
not.
like...
I don't know. I saw it in the theater. Look at that. That's a good Mickey Rooney on the bottom, though.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a nice likeness of him. I like that. Look at that. He's like, get off my junk. That's what he's saying to that lady right there.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that? He's like...
I remember when he said that, too.
Yeah, that was a famous line from that movie. In the back, you got these snake oil salesmen.
Yeah, that's the guy...
with their names.
That's the guy who wanted to cut the dragon apart.
Skin him and make him into a coat.
Right, right.
And then, of course, you have Pete and Elliot on the top.
Now, here's some interesting trivia.
Yes.
Do you remember a TV show? I doubt you watched it. I doubt you watched it, but do you remember a TV show a few years back on ABC?
Mr. Merlin.
No. Pushing Daisies. Does that title ring a bell?
I remember the show. I didn't watch it, but I heard it was good.
Well, Pushing Daisies. Every episode was narrated. They had a narrator who wasn't in the episode.
I'm sorry.
He was just a voice. Narrated the episodes, and the voice of the narrator was
Mickey Rooney. This
dude here, the guy, the snake oil salesman.
Oh, really? What's his name?
He was. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was the narrator of Pushing Daisies. Well, do you remember what the name of the town in Pete's Dragon was? The town that they came to, that the dragon was living in. The name of the town was Passamaquoddy. Okay? So I'm watching Pushing Daisies. Mm-hmm. Some of our viewers may have seen this episode. It was a show that had a cult following. And there was a guy on the show who was a lighthouse keeper. Now keep in mind, this aired in like 2009. So I'm going by memory here. I might get the story details a little wrong. But the guy was a lighthouse keeper. What did Mickey Rooney and Helen Reddy do in Pete's Dragon? They ran a lighthouse, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, well, that's why the lighthouse is on the...
Right.
Yeah.
So on Pushing Daisies, this guy ran a lighthouse. His name was McQuaddy. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's weird. And then as the episode goes on, they end up singing one of the songs from Pete Dragon at the end of the episode.
There's a lot of people in this, you know.
So they did like basically a Pete's Dragon tribute episode of Pushing Daisies. I thought that was very interesting.
Terminus, Dr. Terminus.
Terminus.
That's the.
They stole that name for Walking Dead, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Dr. Terminus, and that was played by. Hold on. Red Buttons played his assistant, Jim Dale.
Jim Dale, that's
Jim
right.
Dale. Red Buttons was his assistant.
And Jim Dale was
that's Red Buttons. That is Red Buttons. Look at that.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's Red Buttons in the yellow hat.
Those buttons aren't red. He's wearing black buttons.
Shelley Winters.
She was one of
that creepy old hag lady right there.
The hillbilly family.
The Grogans, that's what they were. They were the Grogan family. Look at that. I didn't realize that. Oh. Do you know who played the mayor of...
Oh, I do not remember.
Passamaquoddy?
I don't remember.
A lot of people in this. I don't remember this movie that well. Jim Backus.
Really?
Jim Backus.
Mr. Thurston Howell III. Wow.
Yeah, the trace. Wow. Look at that. If only... Oh, and then... Who was the voice of the dragon?
I'm going to go on a limb and say Frank Welker.
Nope.
Was it an animation guy? Like an animation voice guy?
He was a voice guy.
Was it Howie Mandel?
Charlie Callis.
Was it really Charlie? Oh,
Charlie
yeah.
Callis.
Charlie Callis, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was...
A lot of people in this. Look at that. Look at that. We're just dropping the knowledge. We're looking it up as we're going.
Charlie Callis was
Jeff Conaway. Jeff Conaway was one of the hillbilly guys, too.
Really?
He must be one of these people. Yeah, let's see if we can figure out which one he's supposed to be.
And we were just talking about Taxi. Jim Conway from Taxi.
Is that supposed to be him right there? You think that's him?
Jeff Conway.
Jeff Conaway.
That must be him.
I guess that's supposed to be him. Yeah. Right? From
That's not the theme from Taxi.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. End of line.
There we go.
Look at that. It's easy when you just Google stuff.
Yeah.
If we looked this up ahead of time, we would have known this knowledge, and then we would have looked like smart. But instead, I'm standing here looking it up as we say. So Charlie Callis, the voice of Elliot. Look at that.
He was Michael Winslow before Michael Winslow.
He was the man of 1,000 voices.
Mm-hmm. or sound effects or something. I don't know. I don't even know what Charlie. I've seen Charlie Kelce's act, and I still don't understand it.
Is that what he would do?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But I don't know why. It never really made sense in context.
Yeah.
It's just like, that dude's making noises.
So Tim Allen from Home Improvement.
Yeah. I never liked Home Improvement.
Where's the Home Improvement lunchbox?
That was 90s, man.
Plastic.
That would have been a plastic lunchbox.
Well, should have been made out of wood. Full time.
Do you have any plastic lunchboxes for 90s sitcoms?
I do. You know I do. You know I do. Why are you saying that?
You gave me a segue.
Yeah. I sure do.
Are we ever going to do an episode on plastic lunchboxes?
Maybe
That's the thing.
Maybe we should wear we'll grow goatees and then be like evil versions of ourselves. Like,
maybe.
Today on the Plastic Lunchbox Bunch, here's a funny plastic lunchbox.
Maybe.
Of Rescue Rangers. Small wonder.
Yeah. Small wonder.
So
there we go.
2 exciting lunchboxes. What do you think of this, huh? Peach Dragon and Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
So you didn't really comment though. What do you think if it did like a tribute episode on Pushing Daisies? That's something, isn't it?
That is something.
You don't expect that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised. And then and we mentioned the remake. They did a remake of Pete's Dragon, and it's a wildly different story. Like there's an orphan and a dragon, and that's really the only connection.
Yes, they kind of went with the environmental.
Yeah.
Save the planet.
I thought it kind of had an E.T. bent to it. Like, also.
He also wasn't an imaginary dragon.
No, well, he wasn't in this either. Because at the end, they all saw the dragon. Remember?
I guess, but it's a cartoon. I mean, this was like an actual dragon. Like, it seems like...
Oh, yeah.
You know. There was other dragons and, you know.
Right.
Yeah. It was like he was... I don't know. This was kind of weird because he was animated, so even though they saw him, it's kind of like Snuffleupagus, you know. It was totally real.
Snuffy was real.
Snuffy's always real.
I've met Snuffy. You met Snuffy. You look Snuffy in the eye. Don't tell me Snuffy isn't real.
Right in the eye. There's a picture of it. Boop! I don't know if that is a picture of it, but...
Probably is.
Could be.
Probably is.
Yeah. We should try again. Should we try again?
Yeah, try again.
Oh, we'll do it one more. We didn't do a lot of boops this time.
Yeah.
Boop! There you go. That's it. That's Snuffleupagus. Yeah, Bedknobs and Broomsticks. And Peach Dragon. So very exciting. So
if you like this, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Or as Sean Rozelle of the Negro Orlando channel would say, smash that subscribe button. He would say, smash it. Smash that subscribe button. Ring our bell. Go down to the links down below. Click our Spreadshirt. Buy some t-shirts. Go to Patreon. Give us your support on Patreon so we can bring you more lunchboxes.
And keep on eating those ding-dongs.
Those...
we have a treat.
We do. Do we want to do that this time? Or
do that next time.
All right.
Next time. We're going to eat a special treat.
Eat those ding-dongs.
Eating those ding-dongs.
Me and my ding-dongs. Me and my ding-dongs. Going to the dentist today.
Oh, yeah.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them peaches, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.